So we're going to talk about the types of cases you're going to run into for your upright bass. The very most basic level that you might find straight out of the violin shop when you get your first instrument, or what you might find in your orchestra room or band room, is this type of what's called a gig bag. A gig bag is basically a cover to put your instrument in. Any sort of instrument can have a gig bag. It just basically means it's not a hard case. Something like this is a canvas bag, may run you $100, $200 at the very, very most. Usually these types of bags are free when you purchase a bass or rent a bass. It'll come with it. This provides a pretty basic level of protection, about as much as a jean jacket, and it'll just protect you from scratches and dings and a little bit of moisture, but very basic level of protection. But it's got some pockets, gets you going, something basic for you to use. The next level above that, a case like this, is a little more padded. It kind of feels like a sleeping bag. It actually is comfortable enough to sleep in. I have taken a few naps when I was tired from gigs or whatever. But this will run you a little more money, $200, $300 maybe dollars, a little more depending on the quality. But this is going to give you a lot more protection against, banging against doors when you're carrying your bass around, maybe bumping into people. It's going to have more protection from the weather, rain or snow, depending on where you live. I like this kind of case. It makes me feel more safe with my bass when I'm walking around with it and moving it around. And this sort of gig bag gives me more of a level of comfort to make sure that it's not going to get dinged, it's not going to get scratched, and it's not going to have excess moisture seeping in through the case if it's raining or something like that. And then the last type of case, which we don't have here because of how uncommon it is the whale case, is what they call. It's basically a hard case that you might encounter if you need to ship an upright bass or if you need to bring it on a plane. And these can run you a lot of money, somewhere in the range of $1,000 just for the case itself. Based on how much protection it gives, it may be something to consider if you're moving around and you need an insane level of protection, but most of the time a gig bag like one of these is going to be just fine. And then last but not least, your bow cases are very important. You just need to get one that'll pretty much last you a very long time. I have this sort of case. It's got sort of a velvet feel on the inside, keeps my bow protected. It's hard, so it's not going to bend or anything like that, basically to keep my bow safe so it doesn't get snapped while it's in transport. And this sort of case is designed so you can essentially slide it in a pocket like this on your bass and then carry it around. You can also put a strap on it, and you usually have rings or something like that. And they come in several different sizes and shapes. This one's a little more rectangular, but protects it in the same way and gives you a pocket to put other things if you need to.